Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 13 of Your Take and My Take by John and Jacob. I'm John.
I'm Jacob.
And today we want to continue to talk about the upcoming NFL draft. It's happening this Thursday, April 29th. So we wanted to give you our take, our analysis on the top 5 wide receivers. Last episode we did the top 5 quarterbacks. I believe the wide receiving crew this year is pretty deep, so we wanted to give our take on the top 5 wide receivers. Also, I believe this is a position that the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions really need, so we wanted to give you our take on that. As tradition, we start off with our coin flip, and so I'm going to start with that. Jacob's on like 11 episode losing streak, so hopefully he can fix that. All right, Jacob, heads or tails?
Tails.
All right. Called tails.
Hey! Oh, let's go.
All right.
Got it.
All right, Jacob won. So who do you want to go first?
You can go first today.
All right. So I'm going to give you my top 5. I want to give some honorable mentions out there first. The first 2 honorable mentions, it was very close. I think both of these 2 will be excellent slot receivers in the NFL. It's Rondale Moore from Purdue and also Elijah Moore from Ole Miss. Both are small, compact type receivers. I think they would do great as slot receivers. Both running about a 4.3 and both are extremely athletic. Rondale Moore just happens to be a little person. He's probably like 5'4", so it's too unfortunate for him. But Elijah, I can't think of his name now. I just said it. Elijah Moore for Ole Miss is almost 5'10", and he'll be a great player too. A lot of people compare him to a Tyreek Hill type player. I don't know if he'll be that good, but I think he'll be good. Those are my 2 honorable mentions. Let's go to the top 5 now. 5, I have Rashad Bateman for Minnesota. I have him. I think he's a beast. He played in the Big Ten. He tore up the Big Ten when he had a full season underneath him. What really surprised me is I didn't think he was that fast. He ran a 4.4 in his 40 time, which really skyrocketed him back up to the draft. I think he was a mid-second round until that 4.4 time. Now he's looking at sneaking up to the first round. Number 4, I have Jalen Waddle for Alabama. Waddle is just a freak of nature in terms of athletic ability. He's fast. He's quick. I think he's probably more quick than fast, but he's still fast. And if you look at his stats, he had last year, he was averaging, before he got hurt, he was averaging over 20 yards per catch. Mm-hmm. That's phenomenal. Just think about, and a lot of those plays were little dinkers that he took it and he got 20 yards. So he has the ability to run after the catch. I think the Arizona Cardinals are really looking at him.
Yeah, they really like him.
And if he's there, I would suggest taking him. I don't care what corner's out there. If Waddle's available, he would be a great pick for the Arizona Cardinals in that 16th pick. So he's my number 4. Number 3, I have Devontae Smith, another kid from Alabama. Devontae Smith, I think if he was 30 pounds heavier, he'd be number 1. I just don't think that 170 pounds is going to cut it. But again, out of all the wide receivers on my list, he's by far the most polished in terms of route running, and he probably has the best hands. Unfortunately, like I said, he's slim. And so I actually like Devontae Smith a lot. I think he's going to be, you can't undersell the importance of running a route, understanding what the coverages give you, and he has great hands. He's been doing that since he was a freshman at Alabama, and I think he's only gotten better. I just think the other 2 ahead of him are just a little bit better athletically, and they also are very good at, obviously making plays. Number 2, I have Ja'Marr Chase from LSU. Ja'Marr Chase from LSU is just a beast. The year that he played, the year LSU won, he was the man, and that was with Justin Jefferson on that team. And we all saw what Justin Jefferson did in the NFL. He won Rookie of the Year. He's broke all sorts of records. I think Ja'Marr Chase is going to be better than. I don't know if he'll have a better rookie year, but he'll be a better pro in the long run because he's got the better physical tools. He's faster. He's bigger, and he's a polished route runner too. I just think, Justin Jefferson was thrown in an ideal situation, but Ja'Marr Chase, if you put him in a good situation like the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow's going to throw to him. He's thrown to him before in college. They were teammates, and so he's got opportunities to do well. Yep. Number 1, it's kind of a hybrid tight end wide receiver, is Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is 6'5". What is he, like 240? He runs a 4.4. And I can't think of another receiver slash tight end as big and as physical as him. The last person that has similar measurables is Calvin Johnson, who was a top 3 wide receiver of all time. But Kyle Pitts runs that kind of measurables to Calvin Johnson. Do I think he's going to play tight end exclusively in the NFL? No, I don't. I think he's going to be split out wide. I think they're going to do a lot of things with him. And any team who drafts him is going to say, you know what, we need to get Kyle Pitts the ball. And that's how good he is. I would love if the Cardinals had the ability to trade up and get him, but I just don't think he'll be around. I think he's going to go probably top 5, 4th to the Falcons. But again, that's my top 5. Again, I think this class of wide receivers is very good. There's also other receivers we didn't talk about. That's 7 I just thought on the top of my mind that I think are going to be very good NFL wide receivers. And so that's my list. Jacob, what do you think?
All right, so I'd first like to give Rondale Moore a shout out. He's really athletically, really gifted. He's a great jumper. He's really fast. The only problem is he's like 5'5", and
a legit 5'5" too, I think.
Yeah, he got measured there, and they say he's 5'9", but who's? But number 5, I'd say Rashad Bateman. He's sneaky good. He's played very well at every place they played him at. He's played deep. He can go deep. He can play the slot. He's 6'2". He's big. He's got great hands. He's a really good route runner. I really like Rashad Bateman. He's going to be an underrated player. He also ran a 4.3. So
he ran a high 4.3. 4.4, 4.3.
4.39. I'm pretty sure he ran a 4.39. Number 4,
fast.
yeah. Number 4 is Jalen Waddle. I really want the Cardinals to get him. I feel like he best fits our scheme, but he's a really good player. You have to give him room or you're going to get burned by him. He is the closest thing in this draft to Tyreek Hill. I'm not saying he is Tyreek Hill, but he's the closest thing in this draft to Tyreek Hill. Number 3, I'm going to...
Wait, hold on. Do you think Waddle is better than Henry Ruggs?
Yeah, I think he's more of a better route runner. Henry Ruggs is just a beast. He's an athlete. Yeah.
Okay.
Number 3, I'm gonna say Jamar Chase.
Whoa! Jamar Chase at 3. Oh, interesting. Okay.
I think Jamar Chase is the most NFL-ready, physical, and most gifted athlete in this draft. But of a receiver. But there's some things that concern me about his work ethic sometimes, but I don't know. I've read some articles
Who was
about
that?
this.
From
Mel Kiper did not say that.
Who was it then?
NFL execs. I read the news thing and people say, but this could be not true. I just think that the 2 players I'm about to say in front of him are better, but I'm just saying Jamar Chase has the best traits of an NFL ready receiver in this draft class.
Okay.
Number 2 is Devontae Smith. He's always played well. He's the best route runner in this draft, and he would have been the best route runner last year, the year before that. He is the best route runner. Weight problems, you could say that, but if, like what he said, they're not bodybuilders, but they're NFL players, I think that most people he's a better route runner than them, so route running can make people more open, and he's pretty decently fast. Number 1.
I think he is fast. I think if he ran, he would have ran a 4.4.
Yeah, around there. But number 1 is by far Kyle Pitts. He's the best receiver and tight end in this draft. He is big, he's fast, and he's got good hands. Is there anything else you have to say about him? He's going to be a top 5 pick, and there's no way the Cardinals or Lions can get him.
It's true. Well, let's just say no way, okay? But there is always a way if you trade your whole team to get someone to move up. So this is interesting. So we named last episode. I talked about Alabama receivers and the talent they've had. They had, I think there's going to be 2 Alabama receivers picked in the first round this year, and they had 2 last year. Out of the 4, who's the best? Do you think?
Devontae Smith.
So you think Devontae Smith's better than Jerry Jeudy?
Yes.
And Henry Ruggs.
My list would go Devontae Adams, Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle.
Not Devontae Adams, Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith. and then Jalen Waddle, and then Henry Ruggs.
Do you think, based upon Devontae Smith's career at Alabama so far and the ability that he has, is because he is such a smooth route runner, do you think he is similar to Jerry Rice?
You really can't compare anybody to Jerry Rice, but I think he's.
Why not?
We just got to see him in the pros.
Jerry Rice.
They are very, like Devontae Smith's route running is one of the best route running I've seen in a while, and I like to watch a lot of college football. So, yeah.
So you think you're that high in him?
Yeah.
So if Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle are available at 16,
no way. But
who would you pick?
I would take Devontae Smith
Because there's a lot of people in the NFL right now that say they would pick Waddle over Smith because Waddle has the extra gear that Devontae Smith doesn't have. And so, like I said, this is a very exciting NFL draft, especially the wide receiver position because there's a lot of good ones. Just like the quarterbacks, there are a lot of good quarterbacks that are going to be picked in the first round. I think wide receivers is in a similar situation where there's a lot of depth and a lot of potential franchise-type wide receiver ones out there. And so, and we agree. I think Kyle Pitts is by far the best, and everyone else is below him. But that just because 2 and 5 are below number 1 doesn't mean that 2 and 5 can't have a great career and be wide receiver ones on their team. I just think Kyle Pitts has Hall of Fame potential. Mm-hmm. And so that's the difference between everyone else. Is I think Kyle Pitts, if he stays healthy, does what he's supposed to do, and is put in a system, he's going to be a Hall of Famer because he has all the physical tools to be so. And so I think that you're right about that. So again, I hope you enjoyed episode 13 of Your Take, My Take by John and Jacob. I'm John.
I'm Jacob.
And like I said, I hope you enjoy the NFL draft. It's coming up this Thursday. And like I said, I hope that the Cardinals can get at least one of the players we named on the list today. So thank you, and we'll talk to you soon.